Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Christina Applegate, Biography. Christina Applegate, born November 25, 1971, in Los Angeles, California, USA, is an American actress and producer whose career spans television, film, and stage. She is widely admired for her versatility, sharp comedic timing, and resilience throughout personal and health challenges. Early life and background. Christina was born into a show business family. Her mother, Nancy Priddy, is an actress and singer, and her father, Robert Applegate, was a record executive. She appeared on screen as a baby in a commercial for Playtex alongside her mother, sparking an early interest in acting. Christina began booking roles in television shows during childhood, steadily working throughout the 1980s. Breakthrough. Married, with Children, 1987 to 1997. Her breakout role came at age 15 when she was cast as Kelly Bundy on the hit sitcom Married, with Children. Her portrayal of the sarcastic, rebellious daughter became iconic and made her a household name. Despite the show's edgy humor and her character's ditzy image, Applegate quickly proved she had sharp comedic instincts. Career highlights. After the success of Married, with Children, Applegate built a diverse career. Television. Jessie, 1998 to 2000. She earned a People's Choice Award for this sitcom. Friends, guest starred as Amy Green, winning an Emmy Award, 2003. Samantha Who, 2007 to 2009, starred as a woman with amnesia. She received Golden Globe and SAG nominations. Up All Night, 2011-2012, co-led the sitcom with Will Arnett and Maya Rudolph. Dead to Me, 2019 to 2022. Netflix, played Jen Harding, receiving widespread critical praise and multiple Emmy and SAG nominations. Film. Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, 1991, Anchorman. The Legend of Ron Burgundy, 2004, and sequel The Sweetest Thing, 2002, voice roles in animated hits like Alvin and the Chipmunks and Cats and Dogs. Applegate has also starred on Broadway, including the musical Sweet Charity, 2005, for which she received a Tony Award nomination. Notably, she continued performing even after breaking her foot during rehearsals, an early indicator of her determination and strong work ethic. Personal life and health journey. Christina's resilience has been a defining part of her public life. In 2008, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. She underwent a double mastectomy and later became an advocate for cancer awareness and early testing. In 2021, she revealed she had been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, MS. Despite mobility challenges and chronic pain, she continued filming the final season of Dead to Me, which viewers and critics hailed as a remarkable achievement. She has since become an outspoken spokesperson for disability visibility, chronic illness awareness, and supporting others facing similar diagnoses. Philanthropy. Applegate founded Right Action for Women, a charity that provides financial assistance to women needing breast cancer screenings. She regularly supports causes connected to health advocacy, animal welfare, and women's rights. Legacy. Christina Applegate's career is defined not only by her comedic talent and dramatic depth but also by her courage, honesty, and authenticity. From her teen stardom in Married, with Children to acclaimed dramatic performances in Dead to Me, she remains one of Hollywood's most respected and enduring actors. Her openness about her health challenges has inspired many, reinforcing her legacy as an artist who brings humor, vulnerability, and strength to every role, on screen and in life. Expanded biography of Christina Applegate. Continued career development, 2000s to 2010s, after Married, with Children. Christina Applegate made a deliberate effort to take on roles that proved she could do far more than comedy. Throughout the 2000s and 2010s, she balanced TV and film performances with surprising range. Sitcom success and dramatic depth. Jessie, 1998 to 2000. This NBC sitcom was her first major project post Kelly Bundy. Applegate played a single mother navigating life and work at a German-themed bar. The show earned her a People's Choice Award and cemented her as a leading actress in television comedy. Friends, 2002-2003. Her guest appearances as Rachel's self-absorbed sister, Amy Green, were major highlights of the show's later seasons. Her performance earned her the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Guest Actress. Samantha Who, 2007 to 2009. Applegate took on a more nuanced comedic role as a woman who loses her memory and tries to reconcile who she was with who she wants to be. The critical acclaim and award nominations, Emmys, Golden Globes, SAG Awards, solidified her as an actress capable of balancing vulnerability and sarcasm. Up All Night, 2011-2012, she starred opposite Will Arnett as new parents navigating adult life. The role allowed her to showcase a more grounded comedic style. Film work. Christina brought her comedic and dramatic skills to film across genres. Romantic comedies, The Sweetest Thing, 2002. A cult favorite about female friendship, co-starring Cameron Diaz and Selma Blair. Drama and coming of age, My Name is Emily and Nowhere, early career. Blockbuster comedy, Anchorman, 2004, and Anchorman 2, 2013, starring as journalist Veronica Corningstone opposite Will Ferrell. Holiday films, Bad Moms, 2016, and A Bad Mom's Christmas, 2017. Her film roles showcase her natural comedic timing, often dry, sharp, and fearless. Stage and Broadway work. In 2005, Christina Applegate made her Broadway debut in the musical Sweet Charity, playing Charity Hope Valentine. The production faced setbacks, including Applegate breaking her foot during rehearsals, which medically forced her out. Producers planned to replace her, but she insisted on returning once healed so the show could continue with her in the lead. She performed on opening night and received a Tony Award nomination for Best Actress in a Musical. That experience is still cited as a defining moment of her perseverance. Personal challenges and advocacy. Christina Applegate's personal journey has been marked by profound challenges, yet she repeatedly channels them into empowerment and advocacy. Breast cancer, 2008, diagnosed with early-stage breast cancer at age 36. Underwent a double mastectomy and later reconstructive procedures. Discovered she carries a genetic mutation linked to breast cancer. Founded Right Action for Women, a foundation providing financial support for high-risk women needing advanced breast screening. Multiple sclerosis (MS) diagnosis, 2021. While filming the third season of Dead to Me, Applegate disclosed that she had been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, a chronic autoimmune disease affecting the nervous system. She continued filming despite mobility issues, fatigue, and pain. Appeared in public using a cane at events in 2022-2023. Has used her platform to advocate for others with chronic conditions. Became a vocal presence for disability visibility in Hollywood. Her honesty about her health struggles has resonated deeply with fans and audiences. Dead to Me, 2019-2022, a career triumph, arguably one of her greatest roles. Applegate co-starred with Linda Cardellini in the Netflix dark dramedy Dead to Me, portraying Jen Harding, a grieving widow navigating anger, trauma, and an unexpected friendship. The role required emotional depth and complexity, often swinging between biting humor and raw vulnerability. Nominated for 3 Primetime Emmy Awards for the role. Praised as one of her finest performances, showing maturity and range. Applegate filmed the final season after her MS diagnosis, making it an extraordinary professional achievement. Legacy and impact. Christina Applegate's legacy extends beyond entertainment. Comedy icon. From Kelly Bundy to Veronica Corningstone, she shaped a generation's idea of sharp, fearless comedic women. Respected dramatic actress, her performances in Dead to Me and Samantha Who proved her depth and emotional range. Advocate and survivor. She turned personal health battles into platforms for education, awareness, and support. Her mix of humor, honesty, and strength has made her a role model to many, especially women facing health challenges. Complete filmography, selected highlights, television years. Title role notes. 1987 to 1997 married, with children. Kelly Bundy breakout role, 259 episodes. 1998 to 2000 Jesse Warner lead role, earned People's Choice Award. 2002 to 2003 Friends. Amy Green, Emmy-winning guest appearance. 2007 to 2009 Samantha Who newly Emmy, Golden Globe, SAG nominations. 2011-2012 Up All Night. Reagan Brinkley co-star with Will Arnett and Maya Rudolph. 2019-2022 Dead to Me. Jen Harding widely praised. Emmy and SAG nominations. Film year. Title role 1991 Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. Sue Ellen Crandall. 1996 Mars Attacks. Sharona. 2002 The Sweetest Thing. Courtney Rockcliffe. 2004 Anchorman. The Legend of Ron Burgundy. Veronica Corningstone. 2006 The Breakup. Jennifer Aniston's character's friend. 2013 Anchorman 2. The Legend Continues. Veronica Corningstone. 2016 Bad Moms. Gwendolyn. 2017 A Bad Moms Christmas. Gwendolyn. Voice acting, animation, Cats and Dogs. The Revenge of Kitty Galore. Alvin and the Chipmunks franchise, voice of Brittany Miller, King of the Hill and Family Guy. Guest roles. Awards and nominations. Selected Year Award Work category result. 2003 Primetime Emmy Award. Friends Outstanding Guest Actress won. 2008 2009 Golden Globe. Samantha Who Best Actress in a TV Series, Comedy nominated. 2010 Tony Award. Sweet Charity, Broadway, Best Actress in a Musical nominated. 2020 to 2023 Primetime Emmy Award. Dead to Me Outstanding Lead Actress nominated multiple times, many Screen Actors Guild Awards. Dead to Me Outstanding Performance nominated throughout her career. Applegate has collected dozens of nominations across major award bodies, demonstrating consistent industry respect. Christina Applegate's strength as an actress. Christina Applegate is frequently praised by critics and co-stars for fearless comedic delivery, strong command of sarcasm, and timing ability to turn dramatic, emotionally complex roles into something raw and relatable. Her willingness to be vulnerable and honest on screen. Her roles often showcase women who are flawed, loud, messy, angry, funny, and real. Philanthropy and advocacy. Right action for women after her breast cancer diagnosis. Applegate founded this nonprofit to help women with high-risk predispositions afford advanced testing, like MRI screening. The foundation focuses on access to early detection tools, financial support for screenings, educating the public about hereditary cancer risks, multiple sclerosis advocacy since her 2021 MS diagnosis. She has spoken candidly about living with disability, appeared at public events with mobility aids to normalize visibility, uses her podcast, Messy, launched 2024 with fellow MS advocate Jamie Lynn Sigler, to talk openly about illness, mental health, and life changes. Her advocacy encourages authenticity rather than forced inspiration, an approach that resonates deeply with audiences. Public persona and impact. Christina Applegate is admired not just because she's talented, but because of how real she is. She jokes through pain. She speaks openly about vulnerability. She rejects Hollywood perfectionism. In interviews, she's often witty and candid, using humor as a form of strength. Many fans say they see themselves in her, whether dealing with chronic illness, trauma, or simply trying to stay resilient in a world that demands constant perfection. Selected quotes, notable and authentic. The person who I used to be is not the person I am now. But I'm still here. I don't need to be brave every day. Some days I just need to be. I have bad days and good days, but I'm always trying. These lines reflect a survivor's truth, not romanticized, not simplified, just honest. Legacy. Christina Applegate's legacy rests on a 4-decade acting career, one of the most iconic sitcom characters of the 90s, powerful representation of women dealing with illness and disability, a body of work marked by humor, vulnerability, and strength. She is seen as both a comedic icon and a symbol of resilience. Christina Applegate, extended biography, timeline, personal life, and behind-the-scenes details. Chronological timeline of Christina Applegate's life and career. 1971, born November 25 in Los Angeles, California. Mother, Nancy Priddy, actress, singer. Father, Robert Applegate, record executive. 1972 to 1980, appears in her first TV project at only a few months old, on Days of Our Lives, with her mother. Begins booking commercials as a child. 1981 to 1986, guest roles on shows like Father Murphy, Charles in Charge, and Silver Spoons. Works steadily, becoming financially independent early. 1987, age 15, cast as Kelly Bundy in Married with Children. Instant breakout, becomes a pop culture icon throughout the 90s. 1991, stars in cult classic comedy Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, earns a teen fan following. 1998 to 2000, leads her own sitcom Jessie. Right-Pointing Arrow wins People's Choice Award. First time she proves she can carry a show on her own. 2002-2003, Friends guest role as Amy Green. Right-Pointing Arrow wins Emmy Award. 2004, stars in Anchorman. Right-Pointing Arrow becomes part of a modern comedy classic. 2005, Broadway debut in Sweet Charity. Breaks her foot during rehearsals, but returns and earns a Tony nomination. 2007 to 2009, leads Samantha Who, another critical and ratings success. Receives multiple award nominations. 2008, age 36, diagnosed with breast cancer. Undergoes double mastectomy, later found to have a genetic mutation increasing cancer risk. 2010, founds Right Action for Women, helping fund screenings for high-risk women. 2011-2012, stars in sitcom Up All Night. 2016-2017, appears in Bad Moms franchise. 2019, stars in Dead to Me on Netflix. Right-Pointing Arrow critical success. 2021, reveals diagnosis of multiple sclerosis, MS, while filming the show. 2022-2023, finishes Dead to Me despite MS complications. Appears publicly using a cane and leg brace. Receives standing ovations at award shows. 2024 present, launches podcast Messy, discussing chronic illness and real-life struggles with actress Jamie Lynn Sigler, who also has MS. Personal life, respectfully presented, relationships. Previously dated actor Brad Pitt for several years in the late 1980s, both were very young and newly rising stars. Marriage, married Dutch musician Martin Lenoble in 2013. Children, one daughter, born in 2011, whom Applegate calls her greatest motivation and joy. She is extremely protective of her daughter's privacy, rarely sharing photos or personal details. Working on Dead to Me during MS diagnosis, behind the scenes, Christina began experiencing symptoms during production. Sudden balance issues, leg numbness, fatigue, difficulty walking. Production was paused for months so she could undergo treatment. What makes her performance remarkable? She refused to let her character be rewritten to soften her reality. She continued performing intense emotional scenes while dealing with physical pain. She has stated that finishing the show was the hardest thing she has ever done. Crew members installed ramps on set, resting areas between takes, modified camera shots to hide mobility issues. Linda Cardellini, co-star, became one of her greatest real-life supporters. Christina Applegate's advocacy style, honest, vulnerable, and real. Unlike many public figures who try to appear strong all the time, Christina embraces raw honesty. I don't always feel strong. Some days I just want to cry. And that's okay. She doesn't want to be put on a pedestal. She wants representation and empathy, not pity. Her work lifts up women with chronic illnesses, disabled performers in Hollywood, breast cancer survivors. She shows strength without hiding her pain. Why Christina Applegate matters. Christina Applegate represents something rare in entertainment, a child star who survived Hollywood. A comedic legend who became a dramatic powerhouse. A woman who turned private suffering into public empowerment. Her combination of humor and vulnerability makes her unforgettable. Notable quotes from interviews, speeches, and conversations. These quotes capture her humor, resilience, and honesty. I don't need to be strong every day. Some days it's okay to just
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.